Right, so still got that one over there waiting. The video for that one's probably gonna come in way later. Got another one, rat rod, hot rod, whatever you want to call it. Doing a 6 and 4 drop, and see how that goes. I got the C notch and all that, so I'm gonna be doing that one right now. Like I said, I won't be messing with the other one. Shipping's delayed on the stuff I need for that one, so I'm messing with this one, doing the, I believe it's 6 in the back and 4 in the front, something like that, or whatever. So that's what I'll be working on and see how it looks. But I'll show you guys what it looks like. Got the back end lifted, but you guys get the idea. Not much different, but I'll show you guys to go from there. So like I said, this is how it sits now. The back is on jack stands. Well, I mean, the weight's off it. The weight's all on the tires. So as of now, there is 6.5 inch wheel gap. That's with weight. Front is about 5, I'd say. 5.5, 5.25. So we'll see what this kit actually drops it down to. But I'm gonna start with the rear, and then once the rear is done, I'll move to the front. But I'm gonna actually end up C-notching it. Got the notch kit there, got the knuckles, springs, and then the flip kit and all that. So like I said, we'll see how it goes, how far it actually lowers it. Might end up getting blocks for the rear later too, so we'll see. drop the diff, but now plan is to drop the leaf springs. I'm gonna try to undo front and back. That way I avoid undoing the e-brake cable, so I literally just feed the leaf springs under it, then just raise it all. I'll see how that goes. Pretty rusty bolt, so hopefully they come off, but I guess we'll find out. So like I said, I got the diff on the floor. I had to undo a brake line. So I'll need a new brake line because it actually broke. But like I said, I'm undo the leaf springs, feed them under, and then try to raise it all with the rear end over it. Obviously to lower it, but I'll do the C-notch first. I'm gonna try to do it without removing the bed, but we'll see how that goes. I'm not exactly sure, so we'll see. So I got motivated to come work on this today, but I've lost all motivation once again. Got the lower shackle bolt off, came out no problem. Obviously it's been messed with before, but the front one, the bushing is spinning with the bolt, so gotta get a sawzall so I can just cut the bolt, and then I'll just get a new bushing for the leaf spring. So I guess that's it for today. Pick up a sawzall tomorrow, cut that off, then I should be able to start on the C-notch. And once that's all welded in, then I'll actually start bolting everything back up. So I guess hopefully I can get that bushing out of the leaf springs, that way I can throw it back in when I do, because both sides are seized. We'll see how that goes. So, but like I said, that'll be for another day. This was kicking my ass. That bolt there, obviously it's spinning inside the bushing, which I got new bushing, so that's no big deal. I tried to cut it with a sawzall, it wasn't working, so I had to grind it, turn it, turn it till I got all around and smacked it and it broke. Same with the other side, just hit it with an impact and it broke. Not really sure if this bushing is gonna come out, but anyways, check this custom shackles out. Obviously needed them anyway, so damn, this thing's shot. But I got the new lowering ones over here, which pretty sure they're about as high, but they're gonna be put on the highest setting, which, like I said, I'm pretty sure the same thing. So yeah, you guys can see it already had two notches there to put it on. So this isn't gonna help any, but needs them anyway, so why not? Now I gotta do the other side still. That should be fun, but at least I know it works. Alright, so I've been trying to look up, obviously this are offset. Read the instructions, didn't find anything about whether the axle moves forward or back, so I was just looking up. So obviously there's two ways, but what I'm finding out is that the axle actually needs to move back. So this being the front, the axle needs to move back, that way you don't bottom out your yoke on the transmission. So obviously that's why this are offset, making it the move already for you, so you don't have to guess where you need to drill a hole. So that's pretty cool. That way you don't have to worry about that. So I guess tomorrow I'll move the axle up, throw this on, and start working on the C-notch. this one. I actually got it first try. As you guys can see, it's a little bit off, but not like it's gonna matter. I'm gonna cut the other side out. You just gotta be careful. Normally there's the brake line's right against the frame back there, and the wire harness, but I got that kind of out of the way, and going for that. So now I just need to cut it and bolt in the other one. Obviously I did it without taking the bed off, so all you have to do is slightly lift this up to slide it in. Then avoids moving the bed, so I'm not welding it, I'm just bolting it on. So like I said, off to cutting the other side and you guys can see I kind of got the axle kind of where I need it. Might need to go a little higher over here, but I'm gonna feed the backside of the leaf spring in first, put the shackle on and stuff, and then I'll do the front mount over there. See how that works out. I'm not really sure myself. see off the video, but with doing the back part first, you got a lot of wiggle room. So you basically just move it up and down. What I did was lay down, hold this part up with my feet, and adjust that one so I can put the bolt through. As you guys see, I got the saddle in place. It has these little tabs here that keeps it basically centered. So now I just got to put the U-bolt, the bottom straddle, tighten it down and stuff. I could do the axle once that's done, or drive shaft, my bad. And I could worry about the brake clamps and stuff. But once the U-bolts are in, basically I should be able to take it off the jack stands and lower it and see where the back is gonna sit for now, at least, unless my buddy decides to do blocks on the back to lower it a little more, because I'm not really sure where it's gonna sit. But I'm pretty sure it's just gonna close the gap that was there, because it's 5'4", I believe. So we'll just see where it lands and go from there. But like I said, I just gotta put all the U-bolts in, and rear should basically be done for the lowering part, other than putting shocks in. But that's super easy. That could be done after the fact, so no big deal on that. But we'll see. About to lower it, see where it actually goes down. Doesn't have shocks or anything yet, but since the angle of the shock is like way off, but you guys can see it's actually barely tucking. None of the suspension's tight, the bolts I should say, but it's there. Drive shaft was a little, I guess once I put weight on it, it actually bolted. I thought I was going to have to shorten it a little bit, but there's still like ½ inch up front, so hopefully that's enough to where it doesn't smack the tranny. I'll let him decide if he wants to actually push forward and get it shortened, or just go with it how it is. Like I said, there's ½ inch. Normally they require 1 inch, but I think that would be fine. So guess we'll see. Now it's time to move on to the whole front. Well, the back is done. Well, not completely. Like I said, I still got the shocks, but need mounts, lowering shock mounts and stuff. Now I gotta move on to the front, so we'll see how that goes, because I'm not really sure. Rear might be a little too low. I don't know. We'll see how the front lowers, and I might have to raise it to be level, because it's actually tucking in the back, and then it's only like 2 inches from the C-notch top without the bump stop. So might need to change that a little bit, because raise the shackle a little bit, or I guess lower the mounting point on the shackle, or raise the truck. But we'll see how it goes after the front's done. So as you guys can see, I got the old hub out over there, pretty much just ready for the new one. I did have to grind those nuts down because the bolts broke, so they got ground down. I'm just gonna put a nut over it. Spring wise, you guys can see the difference. It's about an inch and a half. Shocks, so this didn't come with the kit, but my buddy got them. And as well, you guys can see it's about an inch and a half difference as well. So that should give us what we need there. So now pretty much throw the spring in, shock, then the new hub, which is over there, and then I'll swap everything over last for bearings and stuff to do the caliper and all that stuff, so it's actually going pretty smooth. Hopefully it stays that way, other than those two broken bolts down there for the shock absorber. It's not bad. I will have to get a new sway bar end link because that one broke off as well, so that. I just need the shock bolts and swap the rotor and all that over, so it's set. So obviously I got both sides in, shock, spring, spindles. So now gotta swap over the calipers. Well, I guess the calipers are there. The rotors, bearings, and all that onto the new ones. I mean, ideally, you want to get new ones, but these are okay for what they are. And he could eventually do it all at once later. But yeah, I'm taking this apart, swapping everything over, and then should be ready to go. Hopefully the shields unbolt because they're probably gonna be a pain in the ass, but I guess I could always cut the bolts and use new ones, so we'll see how that goes. all that's left is sway bar links, since I had to cut them. Those should be easy. And up here, tighten up the top shock absorber mount, and front should be ready to drop. Alright, so that's the final result. Obviously the rear has those lowering shackles. So to be even, you have to go probably one more up, or to go down in the front, basically cut the springs, but I'll let him do that. Trace the springs on the front. Pretty good. So we got the back, shock extender. Brake line. Like I said, front set like the rear. I want to be able to have that splinter. The front's basically all it needs is sway bar links,